Hey guys, welcome back to our second step lessons. I'm Sawyer,
I'm Parker.
and today we're going over our Unit 3, which is Anger Management, Lesson 5, Resisting Revenge. So, we often feel angry when someone does something mean or wrong to us. Sometimes we want to get revenge or get back at that person. Today we'll learn how to control this urge of revenge and consider other alternatives. What is revenge, Parker?
Revenge means like getting even with someone who did something mean or wrong to you, hurting someone who hurt you. Another word for this is retaliation.
So, we're going to look at this picture real quick. So, we have Randall and Jeanette. So, let me look at it over here real quick. Right here is Randall, and then Jeanette is this little girl right here. So, this is Randall. Randall plays trumpet in the school band. Randall accidentally bumped into Janet's music stand and knocked her music to the floor. Before he could do anything, Janet grabbed his music, wadded it up, and threw it across the room. Now Randall wants to do the same thing to her music. How do you think Randall feels?
I'm sure Randall feels frustrated and angry.
Why?
Jana wadded up his music and tossed it away across the room.
Randall's impulse is to get revenge or retaliate. Seeking revenge against someone who has wronged you is a difficult feeling to resist. Revenge is often an impulsive act we do without thinking. I'm going to review that sentence. Revenge is often an impulse. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Revenge is often an impulsive act we do without thinking the problem through. Some people seek revenge because they think there's nothing else that they can do. Acts of revenge usually make the problem worse. There are alternatives to getting revenge. Let's look at it and think about steps 1 through 3 on our what to do when we're angry. Well, we don't have that here, but we're going to tell you the steps. So, what should Randall do first, Parker?
Randall should pay attention to see how he feels. Fist or clench, that type of thing. If he's angry, he needs to calm down and needs to stop and think.
How could Randall calm himself down?
He could count backwards slowly. He could take deep breaths, talk to himself, and think calming and positive thoughts.
Randall tells himself to keep cool and count slowly to 10 while walking over to get his sheet of music. By the time he returns to his chair, he can feel himself calming down. He's ready to move into the problem-solving step. What is the problem here, Parker?
Randall accidentally knocked over Janet's music. To get back at him, Janet wadded up Randall's music, and now Randall feels like getting even.
What might happen if Randall retaliates against Janet?
He might get into trouble, and it could make the problem worse than it already was.
What are some solutions for Randall's problem?
He could decide it's not a big deal. He could apologize to Janet for knocking over the music, and calmly tell her that he didn't do it on purpose and he didn't appreciate his music being trashed.
After thinking of possible solutions, Randall evaluates each by asking, is it safe? Is it fair? How might people feel about it? And will it work? Randall decides not to make a big deal. He turns to Janet and apologizes for knocking over her music and calmly tells her he didn't do it on purpose and that he didn't appreciate his music being trash. Later, Janet comes up to Randall and apologizes. She expects him to yell at her. Randall surprises Janet by accepting her apology and says, that's okay. Next time, just give me a second to say I'm sorry. What else could Randall say to Janet after she apologized?
He could say, no problem, I accept your apology. He could not accept her apology, but that's not ideal.
So saying you're sorry and accepting someone else's apology are important social skills. Why do you think it's important for Randall to accept Janet's apology?
That means the problem will be solved. They both understand where each other is coming from, and they both accepted the solution to a problem, which was accepting the apology from Janet.
So that's all we have for you guys today. Today we learned that seeking revenge usually leads to more or bigger problems rather than solving the original one. We reviewed ways to keep calm and discussed how to stop and think about alternatives instead of letting our anger lead to revenge and getting the best of us. This was our Unit 3, which is Anger Management, Lesson 5, Resisting Revenge, all of our second step lessons. I'm Sawyer.
I'm Parker.
And we hope to see you guys next time.